Does OpenAI's Sam Altman look guilty as sin in this explosive interview with Tucker Carlson? This is crazy, bro.
So you had complaints from one programmer who said you guys are basically stealing people's stuff and not paying them, and then he wound up murdered.
This is the CEO, founder of OpenAI, by the way.
Is that the ChatGPT?
Yes.
You know, the Albanian lady stepped away from them.
An Albanian lady stepped away from them?
She was like one of the highest people in the entire company. Zuckerberg offered her $1 billion. She said no. She must know something we don't know, bro. I can't believe an Albanian made it that high, bro. Look it up. Pull up her Mira Murati.
We'll do it in a bit.
So you had complaints from one programmer who said you guys are basically stealing people's stuff and not paying them, and then he wound up murdered. What was that?
Also a great tragedy. He committed suicide.
Do you think he committed?
I really do.
Have you looked?
This was like a friend of mine. This is like a guy that, and not a close friend, but this is someone that worked at OpenAI for a very long time. I was really shaken by this tragedy. I spent a lot of time trying to, read everything I could, as I'm sure you and others did too, about what happened. It looks like a suicide to me.
Why does it look like a
It was a gun he had purchased. It was this is like gruesome to talk about, but I read the whole medical record. Does it not look like one to you?
No, he was definitely murdered, I think. There were signs of a struggle, of course. The surveillance camera, the wires had been cut. He had just ordered takeout food, come back from a vacation with his friends on Catalina Island. No indication at all that he was no note and no behavior. He had just spoken to a family member on the phone. And then he's found dead with blood in multiple rooms. So that's impossible. Seems really obvious he was murdered. Have you talked to the authorities about it?
I have not talked to the authorities about it.
Why haven't the authorities talked to him about it? That's what I want to know. Dude, this is freaky. This is so creepy.
Bro, I don't trust any of these people, bro, at all.
Do not trust.
We should stop using all these. I'm telling you, man. I don't think people understand. We're getting to a point where technology's become a real threat for free speech. For everything, but no one has self-control. I was in Los Angeles. I just got back, West Coast. Every other car is a driverless vehicle. We're sitting and participating in us becoming obsolete. We're helping ourselves become obsolete. When you use Waymo, when you use these devices, when you participate in cryptocurrency, you are paving the way for your destruction of everything, bro. Period.
It's short-term games for long-term disaster.
Enjoy. Those of you out there that want to have AI dolls and do, because you can't get a girl, have fun. Enjoy yourselves for now. Enjoy, left hand holding the phone, right hand, vice versa if you're the other way. Enjoy at the cost of your soul and enjoy at the cost of your freedom because it's coming. I promise you, you guys and girls need to wake up. We are under attack.
Did you notice that with the new ChatGPT update, it got even dumber too?
And by the way, anything you write in there, they're going to use against you. That's a fact.
That's part of the policy?
Yeah, so don't be searching if I want to do this, and it's yeah, bro, they can hand over anything to the authorities. Bro, I don't trust this shit. I know we use it here and there, me and you, but it's always me for historical stuff.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Is back in the day, when someone had an intuition that their phones were tapped, they would go outside, cross the street, make a phone call from the payphone. Nowadays, we literally know our phones are tapped and we do nothing about it.
And I think all these apps that we're on, with the type of laws they're trying to pass, if you speak against certain things and policies, that they can take away your passport and stuff like that, which is unconstitutional, by the way. At that point, it's, at that point, I don't think America's still going to be here because I think there's a lot of patriots that are not going to tolerate that type of shit, violating certain amendments that we have as Americans. Mm-hmm. But they don't need to try. We're tracking ourselves for them. We're putting everything we think, every text message you send. I have friends and family and law enforcement. They can subpoena every text is recorded, bro. Anything you're writing there. And I also think if they want to blackmail people, they could just pull up there. I think they're recording this, bro, all the time, bro. They probably got a video of you going like this. They're like, listen, either you do what we tell you to do, or this video is going on the internet.
Why do the buttons keep changing?
Because Al, bro. Because Al has no consistency.
We don't have one boom button now?
We don't have nothing anymore, bro.
Dude.
Okay? And we've seen what we're
we got the explosion.
We see what happens with when you're on the wrong type of website, they'll take over your screen. They got you going using your palms.
Bro, another thing that's super scary is it's so easy to make a profile about someone and they now understand your weaknesses to use them against you. When they have every text, phone call, if they're just recording audio from just you living your life, which they're probably doing, and everyone's phone is glued to them. No one goes outside and has a conversation without their phone anymore. We don't even think to.
Cameras on both sides for a reason.
Yep. Another thing is you can't take the battery out of your phone anymore. I think about 7 iPhones ago, they switched it to where you literally can't remove the battery. It's glued in. There's no need for for them to glue it in. There's no need for that at all. There's a reason they do that. I actually had a Navy SEAL friend of mine that said part of that was so when or whatnot think that their phone.
Let's just make sure we hit every word that's going to knock this video.
Whatever. Yeah. Whenever bad guys or whatever think their phone is dead, they can still tap into it. It still has a little bit of juice when it's dead, so they can track it and stuff location wise.
Like a reservoir.
GG's, bro. It's GG's. We're trading our critical thinking skills. Now, every time you have the smallest question or you need to figure out a problem, you run to ChatGPT. So now in the future, you won't be able to think about anything. Bro, we're done, dude. We're literally done. And this is the founder right here, bro. Like,
and his mother claims he was murdered on your orders.
Do you believe?
I can't believe Tucker said this, man.
Yo, but when is this from first? We got to give context to the audience. How old is this, dude?
Altman.
He's a gold, bro. He's on the Kirk list, bro. He's going to get kirked. He's going to get kirked. Candace is
September
gonna get
10th. So this is like a week and a half old.
Wow, so this is like right now.
Yeah.
Why does the video quality look so trash? It looks like from the 90s.
I'm asking.
I mean, you just said it. So do you believe that?
I think that it is worth looking into, and I mean, if a guy comes out and accuses your company of committing crimes, I have no idea if that's true or not, of course, and then is found killed and there are signs of a struggle, I don't think it's worth dismissing it. I don't think we should say, well, he killed himself when there's no evidence that the guy was depressed at all. I think, and if he was your friend, I would think you would want to speak to his mom or...
I did offer. She didn't want to.
So, do you feel that, you know, when people look at that and they're like, you know, it's possible that happened, do you feel that that reflects the worries they have about what's happening here? Like, people are afraid that this is like...
I haven't done too many interviews where I've been accused of like...
Oh, I'm not accusing you at all. I'm just saying his mother's...
This guy has that face where, like, you could just tell, like, he can pretend to be nice, but he can see the evil in him, bro. Do you see it?
Yeah, bro. Of course.
Like his eyes, it's like,
says that I don't think a fair read of the evidence suggests that at all. I just don't see that at all. And I also don't understand why the authorities, when there's signs of a struggle and blood in two rooms,
like,
on
where's
suicide, like, how does that actually happen?
Like, even local
understand.
police, bro. Local police. Like, where's the local police, dude? And yo, side note, bro. Tucker Carlson, bro. He's a goat, dude.
You like him?
I love him, bro. Like, I understand some of his misconceptions of Islam, but even that's been changing on him.
Yeah.
Like, the way he's been speaking about the faith is very different. And by the way, he has, you know, finally caught up to what I've been saying to the whole world for a long time, that there are no aliens. This is interdimensional demonic shit. And he said that before. You've seen those videos, right?
Yeah.
So I'm praying for Tucker Carlson, bro.
Do you think
I'm praying for Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, all these people, yo, they're on the Kirk list, bro. They're going to get kirked, bro.
Yeah.
We don't say murked anymore. After Charlie Kirk, we say kirked. We're going to get kirked. That's when you start saying shit that they don't like, you get kirked. The word murked is now retired. Kirked.
Do you think that there's a bigger agenda with Tucker talking about all this stuff now? Or he's truly just a truth seeker?
I think there's two types of people. There's those that have balls and those that don't. And I'm not saying physically, because there's plenty of women like MTG, Majoria, whatever, Candace. They got bigger balls than most people. Their balls are the size of planets. Are they not? Let's be real.
Like watermelons.
Yeah, bro. Like, so, you know, whether everything they say is right or not doesn't matter. What they're talking about is related to a lot of evil out there, and it still makes people look and wonder and investigate. And this is true journalism. Like, what they're doing is true journalism. It's like, no, we're not going to accept just whatever you say. We're gonna go down these wormholes. I feel like they investigate crime better than anybody. He's releasing next week about what happened on, you know, September when the buildings came down 24 years ago, and he's saying it's not like these people. I feel like you either realize that there's a God and you're going to go to hell if you don't do what's right, and you fear him more than anything else any other human being could ever do to you. When you get to the point where you accept death, you accept it. That's going to happen to me no matter what. I'm going to face my creator. There's a chastisement. There's a hellfire. If you have faith, and I do think Tucker believes in God. I think Candace Owens does believe in God. And may God guide them.
Yep.
Like, may he guide them and protect them until the truth comes out of whatever's coming out. I think that they are operating from a place of faith, and that they fear more what may happen from God than what anyone on earth can do to them. Because you're going to die anyway. And I think courage comes from when you make peace with that. It's like in Gladiator when he says, a wise man once said, death looked at him, and then he looked back at death, and all he could do was smile, because
what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Facts.
Understand how the authorities could just kind of dismiss that I think it's weird.
I like the way he his facial expression.
You understand?
Like,
And the way he's basically he antagonizes them without doing it. It's very passive.
look at this guy. He's, oh, what are you saying?
Look at his, just pause. Look at his face, bro. He looks like, I swear to God, like once the camera's off, that he's a scumbag.
This sounds like an accusation.
Of course. And I mean, I certainly, let me just be clear once again,
The way
not
he does
accusing you
it.
of any
He's the
wrongdoing,
goat,
but
bro.
I think it's worth finding out what happened. And I don't understand why the city of San Francisco has refused to investigate it beyond just calling it.
I mean, I think they looked into it a couple of times, more than once, as I understand it. I saw and I will totally say, when I first heard about this, it sounded very suspicious to me.
Yes.
And I know you have
He's
been
thinking how
involved
he
in.
can lie.
Why would you even go on this interview?
thinking
This
like-
is awful.
yeah, why would
this
you
is
even go
such
to-
a bad look, man.
I think he's sitting there going
It's like, you know, he's obviously one of them boys too, right?
yeah, you can't be at that level. And anyone, Sam Altman, by the way, it's the first time I really realized who his face is and everything. I've heard the name a million times. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be real. If I'm going to be real to my audience, like I haven't been paying attention to this guy. I was paying attention more to the Albanian girl. We'll get to that later. This guy, Elon Musk, Oracle, all these people, you don't get to that level, Goldman Sachs, unless you're evil and controlled by whoever's controlling the world. There's just no way. Because the tech here is so important for what I believe they want to do next to all of us. And they're not going to just let them do whatever they want, bro. Like,
You have to be controlled.
you have to be controlled.
I completely
The
agree.
impact.
Or you end up like this programmer.
Was mother
You were
reached
asked to
out
look into
to
the case.
And I don't know anything about it. It's not my world.
She just reached out cold.
She reached out cold.
Wow.
And I spoke to her at great length, and it scared the crap out of me. The kid was clearly killed by somebody. That was my conclusion, objectively, with no skin in the game.
And you, after reading the latest report,
Yes.
look,
and I immediately called a member of Congress from California, Ro Khanna, and said, "This is crazy. You got to look into this." And nothing ever happened.
Pause for
And
a
I'm
second.
like, "What is that?"
Now, imagine him. He is, allegedly, he's guilty. He called in the hit, or maybe he didn't, but the people above him. You know, he's like, hey, man, I got this programmer. He's starting to figure things out. They're like, don't worry. We'll take care of it.
We got it.
We got it. Don't worry about that. Just keep doing what we told you to do. Take over the world.
It's like when one of the smaller mafia guys tells the bosses, and they're like, hey,
He's like, yeah, this guy's a little fishy. They're not going to second guess. They're going to be like, all right, bang, 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 bang. Like, that's what happens.
what are you going to do? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Tucker's the man, dude.
What are you going to do? Bro, this guy watching this makes me sick to my stomach right now. The fact that he owns the most dangerous technology in the world, I can't even imagine where we're going, man.
strange and sad debating this and having to
I'm
defend
not
myself
even
seems
debating
totally
it. I'm
crazy.
just
And you are a
asking.
little bit
First
accusing me.
First and foremost, anytime I mentioned like a family member I lost right after it happened, especially if they tragically like lost their lives, like I broken down on video on my Instagram. You can see I was talking about people that are no longer here, you know, and I break down on camera. Completely natural reaction for someone that you care about, right?
Yeah.
At this point, if this guy was his friend and this and that, you would see, like, I just feel like you would see some tears maybe. Like, I can't believe you guys would think, like, you know, there would be...
Or you'd want some justice.
There would be some type of emotion, either anger or true sadness. Like, I can't believe you guys would even think that I would do this to my friend.
Yeah. You'd pull up some facts or
He's
something.
just stone cold, dude. Push play, dude.
Yeah. It's like he's just trying to deflect.
This was like a wonderful person and a family that is clearly struggling.
Yes.
And
Even when he's trying to sound emotional, he just sounds like a freaky robot, dude.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
I think you can totally take the point that you're just trying to get to the truth of what happened. And I respect that.
How do you get out
But
of
I think
this?
his memory and his family deserve to be treated with a level of
Justice.
respect and grief that I don't quite feel here.
I'm asking at the back.
Brother, you're the
He's like,
one
I'm asking.
dismissing it. You're the one dismissing the whole situation. What are you talking about?
And he's the one asking. What she says right now, I'm asking at the behest of his family. They want me to ask you. That's crazy, dude.
Feel here.
I'm asking at the behest of his family. So I'm definitely showing them respect. And I'm not accusing you of any involvement.
You know what it is? This guy probably got so used to relying on ChatGPT to answer anything, he doesn't even know how to respond. He's so used to it. Maybe if he had like a ChatGPT implant in his brain, maybe he could come up with some ways to
It's like,
deflect
how can I
better,
lie
get
about
around
that?
this, or gaslight him or some shit. But
can I get
he's doing
Tucker?
awful. I mean, this is just...
Hey, ChatGPT, how can I get Tucker Carlson off me? He's on to me.
in this at all. What I am saying is that the evidence does not suggest, and for the authorities in your city to elide past that and ignore the evidence that any reasonable person would say adds up to a murder, I think is very weird. And it shakes the faith that one has in our system's ability to respond to the facts.
So what I was going to say is after the first set of information that came out, I was really like, man, this doesn't look like a suicide. I'm confused. This looks like...
Okay, so I'm not being crazy here.
Well, but then after the second thing came out and the more detail, I was like, okay.
What changed your mind?
Bro.
The second report on the way the bullet entered him and the sort of person who had like followed the sort of likely path of things through the room.
Yeah, let me show you how that happened.
Go like this.
Someone grabs his hand. Some guy in a suit with a thing like this. Put it right here so it follows the right path.
Bro, what?
You're gonna get kirked.
Where the bullet is, that's the dumbest.
Dude, even if he did it, like has nothing to do with it.
He's
Okay.
He's
Listen
so
to me.
suspicious, dude.
But let's say his friend actually did do.
Yeah. Okay.
That tells you how evil what they're working on. It must have depressed him that much that he realized this is the future of the world because of us. He's like, I don't want to. Like, so either way, it's bad.
Yeah.
Either way,
I
it's
assume you looked at this too.
Yes, I did.
And what about that didn't change your mind?
It just didn't make any sense to me. Why would the security camera wires be cut? And how did he wind up bleeding in 2 rooms after shooting himself? And why was there a wig in the room that wasn't his?
a wig in there.
And has there ever been where there's no indication at all that the person was idle who just ordered takeout food? I mean, who orders DoorDash and then shoots himself? I mean, maybe. I've covered a lot of crimes as a police reporter. I've never heard of anything like that. So no, I was even more confused.
A wig.
This is where it gets into, I think, a little bit
ChatGPT, I need help.
painful, just not the level of respect I'd hope to show to someone with this kind of mental
I get
illness.
it. I totally get it. It's
People
just
do
his
commit
family
suicide
has
without notes a lot. Like that happens.
For sure.
People definitely order food they like before they commit suicide. Like this is an incredible tragedy, and
That's his family's view, and they think it was a murder, and that's why I'm asking the question.
if I were his family, I am sure I would want answers, and I'm sure I would not be satisfied with really any. I mean, there's
Freaks
nothing
me
that
out,
would
man.
comfort me in that, you know?
Oh,
Right.
like, bleh.
So I get it. I also care a lot about respect to him.
Right.
What respect did he show
Can
him?
we see what the internet says, bro? What does the world say? Let's look at the comments.
Listen to this weasel carefully picking his words.
Exactly.
He cannot look at Tucker in the
Yep,
eyes.
I noticed that also.
What are the signs someone's lying?
They can't look you in your eyes.
That's one of
number
them.
One, yeah.
That's the biggest one.
Biggest one.
They have a change in behavior. So something like maybe their face twitches a little bit, their head tilts, something like that. No?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. He's so guilty. Damn, what the freak is this? One of the richest men alive. He can buy a few bodies.
I thought the public doesn't have access to milk already. I was thinking the same thing.
Let me try and connect the dots here. Tucker's a friend of Elon. Sam Altman and Elon got beef about OpenAI, and now Tucker's doing this.
Could be a valid point.
Why does he look like a young, old auntie straight out of the salon? Sam Altman's a little slave. I love Tucker. What did the guys accuse OpenAI with? Guilty. Sam is very smart, but he's smart with AI,
No
not with
way,
humans.
bro. No way. What's that picture, dude? That can't be real.
I don't think this is real, bro. Apparently it's BS.
Imagine it isn't.
Bro,
Is
the
he also one of... Is he...
Is Altman one? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I said that earlier.
Oh, shit. Yo, they really run everything, huh?
They
They run everything, dude. They got it on lock, bro.
got us on lock, bro. They
Is that the video? Right?
That's the whole video. I mean, there's a whole interview,
So,
but bro.
do I think he comes off like he's definitely innocent? No, I think he came off very nervous, and his deflection was cheesy and
Trash?
And if I had to guess, he got him kirked. If I had to guess, allegedly.
Just a guess, just a crazy wild guess.
Who was the guy though? Can we see who lost his life?
Yeah. Okay, let's look at this. Is
So
the guy's
he was
name.
He was a Jeep. Damn, bro. Young dude, bro.
Okay, we can go over this really quickly. On November 26, 2024, San Francisco PD informed Suchir's family he had
Passed away
died by
himself.
Yep. According to the family's attorney, an autopsy was completed just 40 minutes after arriving at the scene.
That's a little sus.
Is that a little quick? Is that quicker than normal?
Seems a little quick.
After arriving at the scene, no interviews, no toxicology report, no ballistic analysis. Autopsy, okay. Oh, shoot. This thing's sensitivity is so high. This is the last known footage before he unalived himself, apparently. Multiple other CCTV cameras in his apartment complex, including one covering a secondary entrance, were mysteriously disconnected around the time he passed away. Body cam footage shows SFPD officers touching and examining the crime scene without gloves. That's genius. They failed to collect fingerprints, left stained evidence unsecured, and one even quipped that the scene looked like a homicide. When a private autopsy was conducted, it revealed critical evidence the first had completely missed or ignored. Dude, the toxicology report raised even more red flags. He had a BAL of 0.178, well above the legal limit. He also had extremely high levels of GHB in his system.
Yeah, bro, which is what people used to roofie people.
Oh, dude, what?
He was kirked.
Based on these reports, 𝐂𝐤 would have been heavily impaired, possibly unconscious at the time of his passing away. The crime scene also told a different story from the official narrative. Rooms were disturbed. Furniture was moved. Blood spattered patterns suggested 𝐂𝐤 had been standing, crawling, and possibly struggling before the fatal shot.
This is on PBD.
Alcohol, but his blood alcohol level was 0.178.
Yeah, that's the
Bro, that's like stupid high.
strange thing for us. We don't understand how that's possible. And he's not a regular drinker.
That's his mom?
He's not a regular drinker.
I just even question myself, someone who's so high in alcohol level. Let's take endogenous alcohol formation reduces 15%, right? Even then it's high for someone who's not used to. Can he even shoot himself?
Probably not.
Yeah, and in your autopsy, you found that he apparently shot himself twice, right?
That's the second.
How do you shoot yourself twice, bro?
In the head. That's the mom.
Second
bro.
one need to be, a radiologist has confirmed there is a second bullet.
Is that food?
But we're still waiting for more confirmation from it.
Is that food on the floor?
This guy knows
Food was
And that's
spilled
the
on the floor.
That was a hit.
That is to
Dude, get out of
was
here.
a hit.
Enough with this, bro. Enough
That
with
was
this.
a hit. That was a
Audu
hit.
billah, bro. Keep us in your prayers, please. Hit the smash button.
Smash the smash button. bro.
Be careful with AI, man. I'm telling you, it's
Don't trust that
It's
shit at
short-term
all.
gains
Don't be like searching
for
weird
long-term-
things in there. They're going to use it against you, bro. Everything you input on your phone, every search you do, you're not safe, bro. I don't care if you have VPN. It doesn't matter.
The other thing is too, before when they would say like, oh, they're listening to you, normal people would just be like, yeah, but I'm a nobody. It doesn't matter. Now with AI, they can pull up one-page reports on all your pros and weaknesses, how to destroy you in seconds. So they don't need a whole team of manual people going through all your text messages and stuff. AI can summarize all of that for them now. It makes their job literally 10,000 times easier. So
The end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world and I feel
they listen to all my phone call.
fine.
Yeah, dude. It's so disappointing, bro.
Make sure you hit the sub button, man. Yo, the future looks bright, man.
Future
Looking
looks bright,
real
yo.
Yeah, technology's good. Yeah.
Like this in your ass.
In your
like
ass.
This. Like this. All right. Peace, guys. See you in the next one.